Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and are you Harrier? I wanted to say freaks, but I won't say that. Are you Harrier folks out there in YouTube land and wherever else you're seeing this video? This is my carbon fiber nose gear of the Harrier that I'm working on. It's 1/7 scale. And this is my own mold of the nose gear strap. Nose gear strap. Now, this is, if you saw the other video, that was made from wood, and that was the prototype for the mold. This is one of the first, well, this is the first one that's come out of the mold made from carbon fiber. This is all carbon fiber construction, and it's as cosmetic as I can make it so that it would look like the full-size airplane. Right now it's in the extended position. This one has a spring in it, so it has a low shock absorbing capability. When I got the springs, they said they had about a 25-pound full compression ratio. I guess because of the leverage and everything, this one feels a little softer than that, so I may have to go up to 30 or maybe even 35 pounds to prevent the strap from bottoming out, especially like on a hard landing or something. So, but right now you can see there that it has some shock absorbing capability and has a nose gear steering as well. Interruptions. And a nose gear steering as well, so you can see it has the ability to steer. Or let me see if I can get you to the if you can see it in there, the two forks that are in here. There's one, and there's another one over here for steering. You can see it turn there, and that'll be hooked up to a servo via linkage, either a pull or a linkage or bell crank or something for the steering capability. So now it incorporates the steering and the shock absorbing attributes of the full size. The length is from the pivot being right here where my fingernail is, to full extension is right around 9 inches, or like, yeah, look like 9 inches, 9¼ inches. So that would be for the room. That would be more or less the height. You want to subtract probably an inch from the overall height to get ground clearance. Look like inch and a half. You want to subtract 1.5 inches to get overall ground clearance. Because that would be from this point. That would be from this point down to the tire. So at the end of the tire, yeah, it might be about 8 or 9 inches. That would be the height of it on the airplane. And then when you retract it, right now this is the retraction link. This is what would be connected to the servo linkage or whatever to retract and extend, and that would have to lock to keep the strap down and lock. So retraction would be simply the servo pulling up on here, and you can see it going up like so. The servo would have to have a stop on it in order to get it inside the airplane in the proper position. but it would be about like that. And then extending it, the servo would just go the opposite direction, letting it come down, and it would be in position like so. The steering would have to be, well, that could be all worked out, I think. But you can see more or less where I'm at with it. And this is a 4-inch tire, as I mentioned in the other video. So the strut is pretty hefty. Like I said, all carbon fiber, so I don't expect any brakes mishaps or anything like that. But this is a prototype too, so we'll have to see how it goes as we get there. The inside, I can't really get into the inside because you can't see it. What you can see here is an aluminum tube. I made this out of aluminum because it has to telescope. It has to open and close inside to absorb the shock of the compression action, to be able to compress with the spring, and it has to be able to swivel to have the steering capability, because it works in conjunction with both aspects of the gear, both the extension. This is what's pulling, this linkage here is what's pulling the wheel up as it retracts via a shortening link right there. There's a shortening link right there, which is on the mounting bracket for the strut. This would be, section here would be the mounting bracket for the strut, and you would probably have to incorporate some kind of a rail system to mount it in the airplane so it'd be strong enough to support it. And that would okay, and that link here connected to that rod is what both pulls it up and enables it to steer while on the ground. So it's a pretty busy strut. Okay, and I'll show you the main gear versus the main gear. Now the main gear, it doesn't have anything in it. I still have to make the torque links for here in the front. I'll do that later, but I just want you to see it. That's the main gear, and these are 4-inch tires as well. And the outrigger, I have the outrigger here too. The outrigger, that's carbon as well. These are all carbon. That's the outrigger gear. All it has is a little rubber band on it, and that gives it the balance for the gear. And this will incorporate a torque link as well. The only one that doesn't have a torque link is the nose gear. Now, I'm gonna do this in halves. This, let me see if I can get it over here. I don't know if I can get it over here. I was gonna show you the airplane. Let me see. I'll have to do it another time. I'll make another video and then we'll come back and do that. Alright, bye-bye.